Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. This is Fariha Shahzad, SS English, Divisional Public School and College, Sahiwal. Students, today we will talk about concepts of direct and indirect objects and we'll do exercise C. First, I will tell you about the learning objectives of today's lesson. By the end of the lesson, students will be able to understand the concept of direct and indirect objects. Identify the direct and indirect objects. Do exercise C of chapter 4. Obviously, you know there are major parts of sentence. First one is subject. Second is verb. And third is object. Subject is the doer of action. Verb is the action word. And what is object? Dear students, the object of a sentence is the person or thing that receives the action of the verb. It is the who or what that the subject does something to. Example, they played the drum. Students, in this sentence, they is subject. Played is verb and the drum is object. Okay, in next sentence, I gave him a gift. In this sentence, there are two objects, him and a gift. So, there are two types of object, direct object and indirect object. First, we will talk about direct object. The direct object is a person or thing that is affected by the action of the verb. You should say that the direct object receives the action of the verb. Let's see the example. He broke the window. What was affected by the action? The window was. Now discuss indirect object. An indirect object is a person or thing that the actions done to or for. Let's see the example. He gave his mother flower. To whom he gave the flower? To his mother. Dear students, let's see how to find direct and indirect objects. To find out which is the direct object in a sentence, we can put to or, for, or another preposition before the word. If the sentence still makes sense, then the object is indirect. Dear students, I have designed an exercise for you of chapter 4. Exercise C. Break the given sentences down. First sentence is, my grandparents tell me wonderful stories. In this sentence, my grandparents is subject, tell is verb, wonderful story direct object, and me indirect object. Okay, our second sentence is, Anwar asked me a difficult question. Let's see. In this sentence, Anwar is subject, asked is verb, a very difficult question is direct object, and me is indirect object. Okay, our third sentence is, the teacher promised her student a picnic. In this sentence, the teacher is subject, promised verb, a picnic direct object, and her student indirect object. In fourth sentence, Furqan wrote her mother an email. In this sentence, Furqan is subject, wrote is verb, an email is direct object, and her mother is indirect object. In fifth sentence, the sheikh showed us their huge house. In this sentence, the sheikh subject, showed is verb, their huge house direct object, and us indirect object. Our sixth sentence is, lend me some money. In this sentence, subject is you, verb is lend, do is some money, and indirect object me. Okay, in seventh sentence, the father made the children pancakes. In this sentence, the father is subject, made verb, pancake direct object, and children indirect object. In eighth sentence, Adam paid the vendor half the money. In this sentence, Adam is subject, paid verb, half the money direct object, the vendor indirect object. In ninth sentence, she gave her sister a lecture on punctuality. In this sentence, she is subject, give is verb, a lecture on punctuality, direct object, and her sister is indirect object. In tense sentence, the watchman offered those people timely help. In this sentence, the watchman is subject, offered verb, timely help direct object, and those people indirect object. Now we have completed our exercise C. Now your assessment is choose the correct option, and I have given its key on next slide. Okay, thank you students.